Just hit my fitness goal for the day, everyone.
Good. Kevin, you good? Tom, go ahead.
Well, what's the injury update? First off, let's get that out of the way. Is Chris good to go?
Chris is good to go. The list is getting shorter and shorter.
Uh-huh.
Right now, we would have just the 3 players that would be unavailable. Would be Joachim, Michael, and blanking on the third one here.
Celio, JGR,
Joachim,
Alfredo.
And Kess.
Kess.
And Henry Kess, yeah. Kess.
He's kind of moved into another restart.
Yeah, the good news is he's always now in his own field doing his own work, so that shows me he's getting closer to the recovery, closer to the team, which is nice.
Yeah, and is Edu good for more than 45 minutes?
Edu will be good. We're going to start him in the game. We're going to see how he does from there. But yeah, get him to half time. You know, we know the conditions might be difficult with heat and whatnot, but we'll get him to half time and we'll see how he feels, and then we'll make a decision after that.
And then how's the week been for Devin and Sangbin?
It's been very good. I think it's been a good week for them to come in, get some new faces, get some new energy in the group. They've adjusted very well to the players on the team. I feel like they've welcomed them into the group very well so far. And we've had a couple of good sessions. Got to watch them behaving naturally in their positions, which has been nice. Sangbin scored a couple of goals in training already, which has been exciting for us. And Devin's doing well in his build-out play and connecting forward passes. So good start for them both.
How much can he play? I don't know if we want to say it in front of him, but
yeah.
You know, what's the situation look like for him on Saturday?
The situation will be it'll be day to day right now. I don't want to give too much away whether he's going to be starting or not, but he's available to play, and we're looking to use him. Absolutely.
We'll go to Justin.
Thanks, Coach. Obviously, with the result in Dallas, it seems like everyone just kind of wants to move on into this week. But were you excited with what you saw from this group over this week and how they bounced back from that result?
Absolutely. That's very important to me. Is there'll be ups and downs in a season. You'll have moments that we celebrate a good performance and a win, and there'll be moments where we celebrate or not celebrate, but we have a bad performance and a loss. But the most important thing is you don't get too excited and you don't get too disappointed. You find an even keel. So we were able to move on from the Dallas game pretty well. We've had a good week of training for the guys. So I'm excited how they responded from that.
Did that game kind of teach you anything that you can maybe put towards Minnesota this week on just kind of how the formation was balanced and how Dallas were able to just kind of like stop in the progression?
Yeah, we're learning every week with every opponent, with everything about every week we step on the field, we learn something new. We had problems breaking down a low block against Dallas. Minnesota might have moments in the game where they're in a similar shape. So we have to figure out how can we score goals against a team that might drop a little bit deeper on us. So, last week we weren't able to be successful, but we've identified that in training this week. We've got some good reps at it. So hopefully we'll have more success this weekend.
And then there are some team mascots potentially out there today. Did you feel like morale was a little bit higher? Everyone was very happy to see them, it seemed like.
Yeah, they're adorable, aren't they? So, no, they'll bring some good energy. I have 2 dogs myself. I have a German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois that distract me a lot as well. So, no, it's good to have them out there. It's a good environment. It's been a good environment this week with the guys out there. They've got some smiles on their faces. We know where we stand. We know the objectives. We know what we've got to try and do. But we have good attitudes, and that's always the foundation, is have a good attitude.
Thanks, guys.
Go to Joey.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? Right before you took over, the 2 games against Minnesota in Minnesota, I think it was Open Cup and then league play, and they were tight games. Do you look back on that from a couple of months ago? Are there things that you're gleaning from that game, and how are you approaching the Loons?
Yeah, we do it, we prepare different ways. We always look at the last couple of games we've played naturally and where we can improve. But when we've played an opponent recently or this season, we always look back at that game as well, because it gives you probably the most clearest reflection of what you might see on the weekend. So we've studied those 2 games. We've looked at areas where Minnesota are very good, and we've looked at where they might be vulnerable as well. So we've started to kind of bring that into the training session and focus on some reps there. So yeah, we definitely looked at those 2 games as a staff, took some moments out of them and tried to build it into the training this week.
And then with Big Timo, got a lot of minutes in Dallas. How do you feel about his performance and just in general overall in this season? where do you think Timo's at coming back from, I think it was against Orlando, it looked like kind of a tough injury. He stayed in and battled for you. Where is he at as he comes back?
He's in a good space. I think when you look at the goals conceded against Dallas, it's easy. I don't want to say with an untrained eye, but it's easy to always just look and say, Timo, he lost a runner, he lost the forward. But there's also moments in there where we could have prevented putting Timo in a 1v1 on the deepest line against Musa. So as much as Timo, he took some accountability in the film room. He knew he made a mistake in one or two of the big moments in the game. But we as a team put him in bad situations to make those mistakes as well. And we reflected on that. He was really good for 60, 70 minutes. I think his legs got a little tired towards the end of the game. But it was important to try and stretch his minutes and try and get his fitness and sharpness back up. So I think he played around 85. And then we ended up bringing, I think it was Tyson in at that point. So yeah, I was very happy for him to get extended minutes. I don't look at him and say Timo lost us the game with individual actions or nothing. The team lost the game collectively, all of us. So I was happy with what we got out of him last week, yeah.
And just one more, getting penetration against Dallas, maybe not the crossing that you wanted. Is that a point of emphasis for you to find ways to be more accurate on the crosses, getting behind the defense, but playing balls that can be put in the back of the net?
Yeah. One of the things we talk about is how do we get the ball in the final third a lot? How do we pin the opponent back? But the end outcome is always should be a ball into the box. We don't want to keep possession in areas of the field to just keep possession. The objective is to always score when we have the ball. One of the things we missed last week was some good service into the box, especially for players like Zhao, who's got a good aerial presence on him. So that's been an emphasis of ours this week in training.
We're going Zoom to Jeremy, then Matt Baker.
Coach, I'm curious with the additions of Sangbin and Pedelford, what do you see them bringing to the squad that maybe you didn't have before?
Yeah, Sangbin, a great 1v1 attacking winger for us. Has got some excellent speed, has very good time, runs in behind. That's been something that we've been missing as of late. So I'm excited to see how he's going to be able to stretch a back line, get on the last line, create chances for himself. He's shown that he can score some goals as well, so that's exciting for him. And he's a very good, athletic player that can counter press, that can read defensive moments well, and he's got a great engine on him. And for Devon, he's a left back that a natural left footer, has got really good service into the box, and can defend the wide flank very well. He's very physically gifted and athletic, so there'll be a good emphasis for him to both get in the attack and help the team, and be able to recover and get on the back line with the engine he has. So we've brought in two fantastic additions to the squad. They've been very good signings. So we're excited to incorporate them as quick as we can into the group.
Matt?
Coach, injury updates to anybody who might be coming back this weekend that you haven't had available in previous weeks?
Alfie will be back in, and Celio. So they'll both return to the roster now for the weekend. And another one, I know he was back with us last week, but Edu is still remaining with the team now, and hopefully we can stretch some of his minutes for some longer minutes now in the game. And like I said, Michael and Kess and Joachim were the only ones unavailable for us.
We wrap things up with Tom Thurman.
As the season goes on and as the playoffs become harder, more out of reach, does it get tougher to keep things going as this goes on?
It won't get easier. I know that's just flipping those words around. I think it's important for the team and everyone to know that they are consistently needing to perform for multiple variety of reasons. And one is we're 14th in the league. So the motivation that I expect from them for 11 games is to give us their best every single game. Whether that's in 5 games down the road, we might mathematically be out the question. I will demand no less than what I've demanded 8 weeks ago from these players, and that's to perform to their best ability every single time. They're in a fantastic position as an athlete, and I never want to see guys take that for granted. So just hope that we have good energy throughout the entire season. I will do everything in my power to motivate and inspire them to take every training session and every game as important as it is. And what it'll do for me is it'll show a good test of character whether we're in the playoffs or out, how these guys respond to that and how these guys keep preparing themselves as professional athletes. So if we get to that point, I'll let you know how they're doing.
Any updates on Falou? Is he making? Is he closer to getting on a plane?
He's closest to getting on a plane. No set arrival date yet for Falou, but hopefully pretty soon he's on a flight and he's with us, joining us.
Does the opening of the transfer window change anything? Does it for players who are like, whether they're looking over shoulders or concerned about transactions that may happen? Is that anything you have to watch out for at this time?
I think it's important to have empathy in them moments and understand that the players will deal with some of their moments, as you mentioned. But the best thing they can do to control their moments is train hard, play hard, and develop consistently. We know where we are in the standings. We have a great ownership out there that have high ambition on this club, and we're in 14th. So surely these players are smart enough to understand that there's a little bit of pressure there. But again, they should handle pressure with a privilege in these situations for me. So, there's no hiding from it, but all I ask of them is they have 11 games left to go and show myself and the ownership and the leadership team what they can produce as individuals and fight for their contracts and cases and stuff like that.
Chris, thank you. Appreciate
Thank you, guys.
This works as well. That's just for you, boy.
Oh, for me, okay. Hello.
Tom, go ahead.
Hello, Sangbin.
Hello.
First off, because it's a topic of discussion, Sangbin is one word.
Yeah. No. Yeah, actually, the Sangbin is one word. Yeah. So my first name is Sangbin, and last name is Jeong.
So is it? When we write it, do we write it as Song and Bin?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Well, no, well.
You can just Sangbin or just a Sang or Bin. It's not.
Okay, but I guess you get to choose. It's your name.
Oh, it's a Sangbin.
Is
Yeah.
all is one word?
Yeah.
Okay.
This makes
Okay.
better.
But didn't your jersey have it as two?
Go ahead, Tom.
Anyway, sorry. Welcome to St. Louis.
Thank you.
What's this been like for you, moving from Minnesota to St. Louis and coming here?
I heard the St. Louis really wanted me from last year's summer, so they asked me the last summer and this winter and this summer again and this time. So yeah, just I think about that. They really want me, so I want to play. I want to play more, and yeah, I mean, yeah. What can I say? Yeah.
That's Korean is fine. In Korean is fine.
Yeah. 미네소타가 더 편하긴 하지만 그래도 지금 당장 저를 더 좋아해주고 경기를 뛸 수 있고 또 저를 더 중요하게 생각해주는 팀이.
Sure. He was feeling comfortable in Minnesota, settling in terms of living situation and whatnot. But now he wants to play for a team that that wants him more and that he could play more in.
What was the season like for you in Minnesota? Because you weren't getting the playing time that you had gotten previously.
그 처음에는 많이 뛰다가 나중엔 조금 많이 뛰지 못했는데 그런 게 어땠냐고.
Yeah, actually, I was so tired. Yeah. Yeah, I played a lot of last year's. Was the first 6 months. Yeah, but and the second 6 months I didn't play. I played just a substitution. So, yeah, just feel like tired. Yeah.
Tired.
It's my mentality or
Mentally?
body also. Yeah.
Okay. You must have good memories of St. Louis from the game
Yeah.
last season.
The last
Was
one.
it a good time?
Yeah. This one is like, what can I say? It's like, I can say just so lucky because when I go in that game, it's my first touchy score. So, yeah, I think it's just a lucky maybe. Yeah.
Justin, go ahead.
Sangbin, I just wanted to ask you about the fit in St. Louis with this team, and like, does it feel like you're going to have an opportunity to kind of show off what you're known for as far as your skills go?
좀 상빈 씨가 잘할 수 있는 거를 세인트루이스에서 좀 뽐낼 수 있는 것 같냐고.
네, 당연하다고 생각을 하고 어쨌든 감독님도 그렇고 코칭 스태프도 그렇고 저에 대해서 어떻게 하면 더 이 팀에서 편해질 수 있고 어떻게 하면 더 이 팀에서 잘할 수 있고 또 그런 방향을 같이 잡아주시고 그런 거에 대해서 벌써부터 얘기를 하고 있기 때문에 충분히 같이 소통을 잘하고 선수들과 합을 맞춘다면은 제가 잘하는 모습을 더 많이 보여줄 수 있을 것
Yeah,
같아요.
he said first off, of course, and the coach and the technical staff are helping him direct where he needs to do, what he needs to do. So he's confident that he can work with the teammates and be the best version of himself.
We'll go on Zoom to Jeremy.
Welcome to St. Louis, Sangbin. I'm curious, going from a team that's third in the table down to where St. Louis is, what's your outlook and the way that you can help this team be better going forward?
3등하던 팀에서 하다가 이제 지금 저희는 좀 테이블 밑에 있잖아요. 그래서 이 팀을 지금 어떻게 도와줄 수 있는 거 같냐고.
일단 그런 거에서 순위에 대해서 뭐 더 높은 팀에서 낫다는 거를 뭐 전혀 신경 쓰지 않고 어쨌든 지금 당장 제가 이 팀에서 할 수 있는 거랑 어떻게 해야 더 잘할 수 있는지를 고민하고 또 당연히 이 팀을 더 높은 위치로 끌어올리고 싶고 또 그거 올리는 데 도움이 되고 싶기 때문에 그런 거에 대해서 생각을 하고 있는 것 같아요.
He said he doesn't really think about where he was before, and it doesn't really matter where we are now because all he really care about right now is bringing this team up and how to be helpful for this team. So he's just going to do his best to bring this team up, not really think about his past team.
Go ahead, Matt.
Sangbin, welcome to St. Louis. What did Lutz Pfannenstiel talk to you about when he brought you to St. Louis, and what have the conversations with Coach Critchley been like this week?
I think you can answer it. What did Lutz? No? Okay. 루츠가 뭐라고
여기 처음에 오기 전에
그리고 또 코치님은 뭐라고 하셨는지.
사실 여기 오기 전에 줌 미팅을 한 번을 했었고 또 그 줌 미팅을 하면서 뭐 루츠나 감독님께서 어떤 부분을 우리가 추구하고 또 어떤 스타일인지 저에 대해서 너무 잘 알고 있었고 또 아까 말했다시피 저에 대해서 작년부터 저를 데려오고 싶어 하셨기 때문에 어쨌든 그런 거에 대한 어필이나 또 우리 팀이 추구하는 스타일, 저의 스타일이 맞다라는 그런 거에 대해서 말씀을 많이 하셨던 것 같아요.
So Lutz and Critch, they had a Zoom meeting with Sangbin before he came here, and like he said before, he felt like he was being pursued since last year. So, and Lutz and Critch was very interested in him, and they were very knowledgeable about his style, and they were very informing about how we are pursuing, what kind of style that we would like to play. So he felt very well informed, and he was excited to be here.
Tom, go ahead.
What's it like, or how strange is it to be playing Minnesota in your first game here?
Yeah, actually, I'm so excited against Minnesota. Yeah, it's when I'm playing, if I play this weekend, I want to score against Minnesota. Yeah, so yeah, that's all. Yeah.
How do you feel about the heat? Has this been a very hot week?
Oh yeah, when I came here, it's my first training and second training. It was so hot and so humid. Yeah, I was almost dead.
Yeah, and it's only beginning, so you only have another few months of this.
Yeah.
Just how is the transition from South Korea to living in America been for you?
I'm feeling very comfortable. So in US now, and yeah. Well, is this all? There's nothing.
Since you've been here, have you had a chance to go out at all, or is it just mostly between practice and the hotel?
Oh yeah, just practice and hotel. Yeah.
I
That's all.
took you to a restaurant.
Yeah, just check it in the restaurant. Yeah, too.
Did you take him out to dinner? or-
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We did. Yes.
Okay, one more question in Zoom. Jeremy, go ahead.
So I've been curious, what is your preferred position? You've moved around in your career a little bit, but curious if you have a preference on where you play on the pitch.
포지션에 대한 선호가 있냐고.
뭐 당연히 이 팀에 오면서도 얘기를 했다시피 뭐 양쪽 윙이나 또 스트라이커나 그 밑에 세컨 포지션에 대해서 자신이 있고 또 그런 포지션에 대해서 많이 플레이를 해봤기 때문에 자신 있는 포지션은 그 포지션이라고 생각하고 있어요.
He's comfortable with being a winger or a striker or a second striker.
Perfect. Sangbin, thank you. Bomi, thank you. We appreciate